Shabbat Shalom. This Torah portion begins when the Lord and two angels appeared to Abram, promising Sarai would have a son within the next year. The Lord confides in Abram that the reason for his visit is to see for himself just how bad things have become in Sodom and Gomorrah. The sazek, or cry of distress, had come to God's ears. God could have simply destroyed the cities, but he allowed Lot and whoever was in his family that believed the warning to escape. Only his immediate family believed him. God honored his promise not to destroy the city for just 10 righteous people. Sadly, there were not 10 righteous in the city. And then SEAL Team Angel shows up to rescue Lot and his family. The men of the city regarded Lot as an outsider and resented his poking his nose into their business, because they thought that he just, who are you? You're an outsider. Lot's family had been influenced by the corrupt society in Sodom. Lot's wife was so close to deliverance and salvation, but her longing for her home was too much, and she looked back. Each one of his daughters had children by their father, producing the Ammonites and the Moabites. And if you know your Old Testament history, they weren't exactly best buds with the Israelites. Over the years, they proved to be thorns in the side of the children of Israel. And Yeshua warns us not to worry about things on that day, or they will become a snare to us and cause us to miss out on the deliverance that he offers. God always has a rescue plan. We may not see it, but he will act to save the righteous. Are you at the door waiting to be rescued, or are you the one doing the rescuing? The Haftorah is an account of Elisha and the oil for the widow. In Elisha's word, she gathered all the empty vessels that she could find. The oil lasted as long as there were vessels to be filled. God needs empty vessels to fill, and there's no end to the oil that he provides. The widow and her son sold the oil, paid the debt, and lived on the rest. God will provide overabundance just as we obey his word. When God speaks to us, do we salute and say, yes, sir, or I have a better idea? The second story is about the well-to-do couple that lived in Shunem. They extended a standing invitation to Elisha when he was in the area, so much so they built him his own room. Wishing to repay their gracious hospitality, Elisha asked if she needed anything. She said she was content to live with what she had, but Gehazi mentioned to Elisha they had no children. Elisha told her that they would have a son in a year's time. The story is similar to Abram and Sarai in two ways. First, both were advanced in years, and second, Isaac was offered and returned safely home, and in this instance, with the Shunammite, the child was taken but returned to life. God saw the need in their lives before being told. He wanted them to express it. In the New Covenant, where there are similar incidents when Yeshua asked people what they wanted him to do for them, in verbalizing their need, that casts their dependence on God, and he responds. God responds to honest hearts. The New Covenant reading is Yeshua laying out what the circumstances would be in the world at his second coming. People and events would be as in the days of Noah and Lot, eating, drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, buying, selling, planting, and building, with no thought of impending events. In the days of Lot, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were so wicked that God came down to see for himself, because their cry came up to him. He was grieved in his heart to see how far humanity had fallen from what he originally intended. God set a specific time frame for each case. He shut the door on the ark after Noah and his family were safely inside. He waited until Lot and his family were out of harm's way before destroying the cities. He does nothing by chance. He'd given the people of Noah's day 120 years to repent. In Lot's case, the leaders of the city refused to hear him because he was an outsider. God's point is that he gives his people warning before judgment struck. Though we can't be sure that Yeshua is speaking with the rapture in Luke 17, it seems that one group is taken away to be saved and others are left. There won't be time to get ready to get right with God. This separation will take place instantaneously without warning. We must always be ready for the coming of the Son of Man. Lot was saved because he listened to the angels. The Shunammite woman was blessed with a son, and we are given a warning. Let's listen to what God has to say. Shabbat Shalom.